We are discussing a seizure by our interdiction task force that occurred yesterday at about 7:55 in the morning. Members of the Lincoln and Lancaster County Interdiction Task Force stopped two vehicles that were eastbound on Interstate 80 at about mile marker 395 for multiple traffic violations. The first vehicle was a Dodge Ram truck with Arizona plates driven by 26-year-old Veronica Brown Sandoval of Stockton, California. The second vehicle was a Jeep with California plates driven by 28-year-old Alejandro Valencia of Turlock, California. There were two passengers in the Jeep, 24-year-old Prisciliano Lopez Hernandez of Stockton, California, and 44-year-old Servando Vasquez of Stockton, California. The deputy who stopped Brown Sandoval suspected she was involved in criminal activity and obtained her consent to search the Dodge Ram truck that she was driving. During that search, deputies located approximately 3 kilograms or 6.6 pounds of suspected cocaine and 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds of suspected heroin concealed within the rear seat of Brown Sandoval's truck, or the truck that Brown Sandoval was driving, I should say. Through their investigation, deputies determined that Brown Sandoval, Valencia, Lopez Hernandez, and Vasquez were all associates traveling together and actively involved in the distribution of suspected cocaine and heroin. Brown Sandoval was arrested for possession of cocaine and heroin with intent to deliver. Valencia, Lopez Hernandez, and Vasquez were all arrested for aid and abet, a Class 1B felony. The estimated street value of the cocaine and heroin is $115,000 and $50,000 respectively. And I just want to recognize the outstanding work of our task force members, specifically the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office, Lincoln Police Department, and Homeland Security Investigations. This partnership is extremely valuable, and we appreciate all that they do. And really, we'd just like to call attention to the overdose deaths and violent crimes that have undoubtedly been prevented by the seizure. Had this shipment of drugs reached the streets and got into our community, it's hard to think that there wouldn't have been that amount of heroin. There would not have been overdose deaths and violent crime associated with this large quantity of drugs. So we're really proud of the work that these folks did yesterday.